Addressing the problem of inequality in today's workplaces is paramount to addressing inequality in our communities. In society, inequality takes so many forms: poverty, racism, sexism, homophobia, health and educational gaps, and more. And if we're going to make a change, organizations of all shapes and sizes must educate their people on how to reduce bias and increase equity in their decision-making so they can produce new ideas, products, services, and more designed with equity in mind. This is called equitable innovation.
We all hold biases, like they're basically cognitive shortcuts that our brains take to make sense of all of the complex information in the world around us. The decisions we're making, we think that we're doing them in really logical ways, but actually we're influenced by so many different factors in our decision making. And the problem that organizations and individuals face is that science doesn't show us that we can become cognizant or aware of our biases and then match that with intention and actually be less biased.
So basically, in every form of organization, various forms of that pervasive societal problem of inequality show up and misshape decisions and also outcomes for the people that you're trying to serve.
So when organizations invest in trainings or interventions like unconscious bias training, with the hope that that's going to turn our behavior into less biased behavior, there just simply isn't the science to show that's possible.
What organizations are doing right now in terms of unconscious bias training, what evidence we've seen, it doesn't equip you with how you're going to take action, how you're going to build impact. It doesn't equip you with actionable ways to move that along. It tells you the problem, but it doesn't guide you towards the solution.
If we want real change to take place, it is crucial to acknowledge and identify the barriers that stand in the way within our organizations and businesses.
So in all of these organizations that are challenged by inequality in various ways, there are opportunities that are powerful and compelling for a new form of innovation, and that's equitable innovation. And equitable innovation is about thinking really carefully about the people you're trying to serve, who you're serving well, and who you're not serving well yet.
We've had unconscious bias training since the civil rights movement, the women's rights movement, with no evidence to show that it's made any effect. But that doesn't mean there isn't an opportunity for organizations to do things differently in a way that not only makes their decision-making more inclusive and more equitable, but just plain better. And it comes down to understanding how to make inclusive decision-making.
Equitable innovation not only helps an organization create impactful differentiation, it can be accomplished efficiently and effectively if the right tools are put into place. Tidal Equality provides an actionable decision-making framework called Equity Sequence that can be applied by individuals and teams to everyday work and decision-making. To spot representation gaps and potential bias in decision-making and design, and to correct for that. Using the framework helps individuals, teams, and organizations make equitable innovations that can contribute to resolving various problems of inequality. Inclusive decision-making like this can future-proof an organization because designing with and for all potential stakeholders is a phenomenal lever for truly transformational innovation and to build organizational resilience.
Equity Sequence is a system of 5 questions, and it reveals to you these really powerful and often incredibly simple opportunities for equitable innovation.
How do I turn that education into action in my day-to-day work? The equity sequence is the answer to that how. It is a practice that you use in your daily work and decision-making, and it helps you take that desire, that intent, that knowledge, and turn it into tangible, measurable, equitable outcomes.
It goes beyond the tactical to the strategic. I think it's a very proactive tool and platform. Traditional trainings and interventions are more individualistic. And then equity sequence is more systems. When we apply that systems thinking approach, we get to stronger, bigger, better, more profitable, more sustainable solutions.
What I have found with Equity Sequence is a tool, a true process that we can use to try to get to a better solution than what we've had in the last 50 years.
I always was struck by the fact that when you had sort of higher ups making decisions about other people, they rarely ask for their input. And I think what's great about Equity Sequence is it's trying to urge people to start to do that. I'm happy that these issues are being addressed in the workplace. And it's just something that I really care about. That's why I wanted to be involved.
Equity Sequence is that 2-in-1 to move from intention to action.
So it's time that we invest and invent interventions that take today's status quo and turn it into something different, better, more equitable in the future, so that each person has an equal opportunity to succeed and thrive and reach their full potential.
Let's make different kinds of decisions. Let's acknowledge that inequality is a huge problem in our society, and let's break it into small, fixable pieces and start to solve some of those problems. That's my hope. It's my vision, but I actually believe that it's possible if organizations are given the right tools.
Visit TidalEquality.com to learn more.